Hi, my name is Nina Linkoff and we're here at History Miami. We just interviewed Ramiro Ortiz, President and CEO of the museum. Enjoy the interview.
Probably the one thing that really sticks out now that I'm in this business, we in Miami are so busy making history that we don't take the time out to really reflect on what we're doing and understand that we're breaking new ground and we're making history. That's what I've learned in this job, how much history we are actually making every day. The magic of Miami and this time just reinforces it, and it's what's unique about us, is our resiliency. So how is it, and I'm going back over 100 years now, how is it that when you look at Miami, it's boom, bust, boom, bust, boom, bust? That goes back over 100 years. Why is it, I'm sorry?
It's a trend.
It's a trend. Why is it that a place like Miami can fall down on its tail and get back up, and we're bigger, faster, stronger, and smarter than we were before? We reinvent ourselves, and we are right back on an upward trend again, where it takes many cities, places like Detroit, Cleveland, Pittsburgh, Akron, Dayton, Ohio, it takes them forever to reinvent themselves. What's unique about Miami that allows us to do that? I think that one of the most important events in the entire history of Miami is the influence of the early Bahamians. Most people think of the early Bahamians as the labor force for the building of Miami. Those early Bahamians were much, much, much more than that. As a matter of fact, thanks to them, Miami pioneers stayed here, in the sense that what the Miami pioneers found here was this coral limestone rock, and not very conducive to farming and planting and building and so forth. But it's the same material that you have in the Bahamas. So those early Bahamian natives told the pioneers, you can actually farm this land, and showed them how. And you can build on this land, and showed them how. Those early pioneers might have left Miami, and it might not have been 30 or 40 years later till the building started. So I think that that was a very, very important moment for Miami. I think that the first sign of that resiliency that we're talking about is in the teens. Miami, in the early 1900s, Miami became the playground of the rich and famous, and real estate flipping and everything else was
100-year-old tradition here.
Yeah, and shortly thereafter we're hit with a Great Depression, and we're hit by the hurricane of 1926. And Miami's gone, wiped off the map. And guess what? A year later, we're back. And we go on to build this great airline industry, maritime industry, and we build a tremendous city, Miami, the Magic City, and create this tremendous infrastructure where literally overnight, January 1, 1959, you have the Cuban Revolution, and then literally overnight, the next day, thousands of refugees, and the day after, thousands of refugees, and the day after, thousands of refugees. And just think of that kind of an impact in any other community. Yet in Miami, we somehow absorb all those waves of refugees. Those thousands of refugees become thousands of small businesses, and we're on our way to another boom. And that's been our whole history.